Hello everyone, subscribe to my channel to not miss new trending manhwa.
A young man, startled, hears whispers of eternal life echoing around him. Disoriented, he finds himself in a strange, crowded place, wondering, where am I? Now seated, text reveals he's Liu Changsheng, a transmigrated archaeology student. In the mythological arena, his childhood friend, Zhou urges him to join the line for the Divine Awakening Day. Changsheng contemplates the significance of this Divine Awakening Day. 100 years prior, the colossal mythological arena descended, resurrecting ancient gods. At 16, humans can use a Divine Awakening stone to summon these very gods. Successful summoners gain divine power, battling for their nation in the arena. One man attempts to summon Lord Erlingshen, but a misstep in naming has dire consequences. Suddenly, a powerful figure with a third eye emerges, unleashing a brilliant energy. The failed summoner screams death, as his body disintegrates into fiery particles. Text reveals Chinese civilization's fractured history, its mythological records buried, and sages forgotten. A stern man in a suit, identified as the city lord, watches over the event. An announcer declares to the cheering crowd, the Divine Awakening ceremony officially begins. Jiang Sheng reflects grimly, if the summoning fails, you turn to dust. This world is truly dangerous. Someone shouts look, as Liu Yanren, ranked first in the national exams, makes her appearance. Further details emerge. Liu Yanren is the daughter of the top swordsman, Liu Rufeng. Liu Yanren walks forward with striking silver hair and a confident demeanor. Zhou expresses his envy, certain her background ensures she'll summon a powerful god. He then laments Waxia's recent losses, hoping Liu Yanren will fight for their nation. Jiang Sheng, with fierce determination, declares he won't give up either. The announcer calls out, next, Liu Yanren. Liu Yanren steps forward, carrying the hopes of Waxia to awaken a powerful god. As her hand nears the stone, a brilliant light erupts. A phenomenon is occurring. The city lord exclaims, it must be a high-tier god. An ethereal, blue-hued image of a divine male figure begins to manifest. To majestic godlike apparitions, one male and one female with distinct features, tower over Liu Yanren. Jiang Sheng stares, his eyes wide with disbelief at the unfolding scene. He realizes with a shock, these are the exact same gods from my previous life. Jiang Sheng and Zhou watch, stunned, as the divine figures solidify above Liu Yanren. Legends speak of a god of death, an unyielding attacker of nations. His battles, like the one at Red Cliffs, stained hills with blood, his spirit blazing. Liu Yanren reverently summons, I request the god of war, Bai Qi. Jiang Sheng questions aloud, Bai Qi, Red Cliffs, he's from the Battle of Changping, centuries apart. Zhou panics, crazy, don't question the top scorer from a swordsman family. The crowd erupts, mocking Jiang Sheng's made-up history and ignorance. Jiang Sheng reflects grimly, pathetic modern civilization's understanding has truly collapsed. Shattered remnants symbolize a world where people have forgotten their true history. The announcer bellows, compatibility 40%. Liu Yanren awakens S-rank god of war, Bai Qi. Bai Qi manifest, a fearsome S-rank god, proving Liu Yanren's exceptional talent. The crowd jeers, who said Bai Qi was from Changping, a mere clown. The city lord acknowledges her talent, but she still needs to grow for future battles. Liu Yanren, bathed in purple aura, maintains a steely gaze. As Bai Qi's apparition fades, Liu Yanren remains rooted to the spot. The city lord is perplexed, wondering what she intends to do next. Astonishingly, she begins a second summoning. An emperor god appears. The onlookers are stunned. Emperor gods are exceedingly rare and powerful. Whispers spread, such courage. It must be Emperor Taizong. Jiang Sheng refutes, incorrect. Tang emperors wore yellow, not these blue robes. Gazing at the majestic blue deity, Jiang Sheng feels a spark of realization. An elder shouts, hold on, trying to stop Liu Yanren's risky move. This is the first emperor god in a century, a rare sight among countless historical emperors. Li Zhuan, head of Tiangshuan Academy, warns that choosing recklessly could be disastrous. The city lord urges Yanren, give up. You're Waxia's future. You can't afford to fail. Yanren hesitates, knowing if she retreats, this powerful emperor god will vanish forever. With resolute eyes, Liu Yanren stands firm, her silver hair flowing with determination. Li Zhuan insists, even so, we cannot risk our future top-tier fighting force. He then declares they'll use 10 years of national fortune to find a match for this emperor's soul. A magnificent fiery phoenix soars, symbolizing the nation's power being unleashed. The majestic blue emperor god solidifies, announced as a top-tier deity, possibly Emperor Taizong. Li Zhuan emphasizes, a top-tier god is critical to Waxia's survival right now. A stark reminder appears, Waxia has suffered devastating losses. Flashbacks reveal a bitter defeat announced by a foreign host. The Sakura nation triumphed over Waxia in the first 2 rounds of the Godly War. Li Zhuan laments, "To losses means ceding territory. Our fractured history makes identifying gods a gamble." The dire thought echoes, "Perhaps we will all perish." Li Zhuan challenges the crowd, "Today, who else dares to step forward and try?" Chang Sheng realizes this emperor god might not be Taizong, a wrong name means death. A Kyoto Academy student boldly steps up, "We don't fear death. I am willing to try." Chunyu from Magic Capital Academy follows, "I, Chunyu, am also willing to try." More students eagerly volunteer, shouting, "I will also try. And I'm in too." Suddenly, a hand rises from the crowd. A voice claims, "I know this god's origin. And it's not what the dean thinks." Chang Sheng steps out, declaring, "Lu Chang Sheng of Jinling Academy, I am willing to try." The crowd murmurs, recognizing the clown. Zhou Hao, aghast, warns Chang Sheng, "Are you kidding? The wrong name means death." But Chang Sheng remains resolute. Li Zhuan observes Chang Sheng, noting his confidence but silently questioning his knowledge of this emperor. Li Zhuan states that records point to Emperor Taizong, yet a hint of doubt lingers as he says. However, impressed by his conviction, Li Zhuan announces, "Since you're so confident, I'll allow you to try," surprising the other volunteers. Chang Sheng, eyes blazing with conviction, declares, "We must never stand in the way of a Waxia citizen's pure heart." The scene shifts to the Sakura nation's audience, where one exclaims, "Look, an unknown god has appeared in Waxia." Sakura nation members sneer, "Truly, Waxia people are fearless in their ignorance," mocking their desperate gamble. Chang Sheng smirks, unfazed by the Sakura nation's taunt. "Go ahead, monkey, ha." He confidently places his hand on the Divine Awakening Stone, which pulses with intense red light. A colossal pillar of fiery red energy erupts, stunning the entire arena. Someone gasps, "An unknown high-tier god." Liu Yanran stares, wide-eyed, as the crimson glow reflects in her eyes, exclaiming, "It's emanating a red phenomenon." The Sakura nation members are aghast. The highest godly aura is orange. Waxia's strongest should only be purple. Representatives from India murmur, "Only our nation and Greece have produced gods with orange auras before." Korean onlookers seethe with disbelief. What's with this red aura? Did the stone malfunction for Waxia? Li Zhuan and the elder stare in utter shock. Li Zhuan stammering, "This is the aura of an SSS-tier god." The elder elaborates, "Godly auras ascend from white to orange. But above orange lies the legendary red, currently only seen in the Vatican." Li Zhuan, still reeling, wonders aloud, does Waxia really have an SSS-tier god in its history? Chang Sheng stands confidently, thinking, SSS-tier is the limit for gods, but not his asterisk limit. With unwavering resolve, Chang Sheng believes, even other SSS-tier gods cannot compare to him asterisk. Liu Yanran stares, wondering if the underachieving Chang Sheng can truly summon such a god. The revelation hits. Chang Sheng isn't just naming the emperor god. He's activated another known SSS-tier entity. A colossal, fiery red god begins to materialize, prompting the question, what kind of god is this? The elder observes its mighty axe and rugged form, speculating, could it be the ancient god Xingtian? Chang Sheng calmly refutes, Xingtian was headless. This god has a head and limbs. It cannot be him. A knowing look crosses Chang Sheng's face as he laments. Waxia's myths have been forgotten for too long. As the god takes shape, Chang Sheng realizes his purpose in the beginning. Pangu created the heavens and earth. Chang Sheng gazes at the colossal Pangu, whose spirit, though his body perish, still nourishes Waxia. Chang Sheng reverently summons, I humbly request the presence of the first god of creation. The name Pangu explodes onto the screen, heralding the god's arrival. Liu Yanran, flushed and wide-eyed, clutches a strap, overwhelmed by the divine presence. The Sakura Nation audience stammers in disbelief. Creator, God. Another spectator shouts, the creator god, as the revelation sinks in. Waxia's crowd marvels. How does he know the identity of this creator god? Chang Sheng wears a calm, knowing smile, his confidence unshaken. The colossal Pangu materializes, his body having formed all things after opening the heavens. Surrounded by Pangu's immense power, Chang Sheng declares, he is absolutely the most supreme god in existence. A system panel appears, Lu Chang Sheng, compatibility, 1%, main god Pangu as he thinks. It has finally arrived. Meanwhile, in a sun-drenched, ancient Huaxia temple, a young attendant gasps in utter shock. What? He beholds a vision of Pangu, the creator god, now leading Waxia's pantheon, exclaiming, unbelievable. The attendant dashes up stone steps, resolving, We must sound the fate bell and announce this to the world. He stands before the colossal fate bell, readying a massive ceremonial hammer. With great effort, the attendant strikes the ancient bell with resounding force. The echoes of the fate bell reverberate powerfully throughout the sacred grounds. Elsewhere, Sword Immortal Liu King questions, "Did I mishear?" As an assistant confirms, it was indeed 9 rings. The significance is clear. 9 rings, the ultimate number, heralds a supreme god's arrival. An elder rejoices, "Heaven bless Waxia. We now have a supreme god too." A woman muses, "An SSS-level god. Waxia's strongest only rang the fate bell thrice." In the Sakura nation, Emperor Tokugawa rages, "Damn it, a mere Waxia boy awakened to supreme god." Tokugawa turns, asking, "Lord Matsumoto, are you confident in dealing with him?" Lord Matsumoto, wreathed in snakes, scoffs. His compatibility is too low to summon a supreme god here. Matsumoto smirks, "With my strength, I can tear him and his god apart. This prodigy must die." Tokugawa, grabbing Matsumoto, commands, "Spread the word, initiate the named god war." Tokugawa's eyes burn with fury. "We cannot allow him to continue living." Back in the arena, the fiery energy around Chang Sheng's hand begins to dissipate. Chang Sheng stands before Pangu, thinking, "SSS deer is the limit for most gods, but not for Pangu." Chang Sheng affirms, "Pangu's soul became a sage, his battle strength is supreme." Chang Sheng acknowledges his current low compatibility with the faint Pangu projection. Suddenly, a system alert declares Sakura Nation initiated a named god war against Chang Sheng. Chang Sheng is violently dragged backward as the arena floor cracks beneath him. His body begins to merge with the blue, ethereal energy, a forceful fusion underway. The ominous words "named god war" flash across a dark, cosmic background. Chang Sheng realizes the locked space is being transported to another dimension. Onlookers see Chang Sheng become a mere projection, already sent to the inner realm. Li Zhuan rages at the sudden turn, while Liu Yanren grits her teeth at the enemy's insidious tactics. The Sakura Nation audience erupts in cheers, mocking Waxia's sudden panic. A Sakura leader smirks, "The named god war aims to crush Waxia's rising star." Lord Matsumoto sneers, believing Waxia's sword immortal is no match for him. Dismissing the consumed national fortune. An urgent notification. Sakura Nation sacrificed 10 years of fortune to prematurely initiate the mythical arena. The named god war targets SSS-level individuals. Matsumoto intends to crush Chang Sheng before he soars. Matsumoto views Chang Sheng as a mere fledgling, easily dealt with in his current state. This unprecedented named god war allows Sakura Nation to strategically target Waxia's rising star. Li Zhuan furiously vows to trample Shijin if their genius falls in this treacherous battle. A few minutes later, Matsumoto scoffs as Chang Sheng appears in the new arena, calling him a child. Confident in his power, Matsumoto boasts he could easily tear apart even Waxia's famed sword immortal. Chang Sheng, knowing Pangu is too weak to summon, plans for his emperor god to reappear. Matsumoto taunts from afar, "Don't you even have the courage to face me?" As Chang Sheng observes. Matsumoto, marked by scar, reacts with a surprised HUD to Chang Sheng's sudden appearance. Chang Sheng coolly points, retorting, "Your snake head would make a great stew." Enraged, Matsumoto, wreathed in snakes and crackling energy, vows, sharp-tongued, "I'll sever your head and feed it to my god." A system notification declares, both contestants are now in place. The mythical arena battle begins. A glamorous host welcomes viewers to the globally broadcast mythical arena, announcing the third match between Waxia and Sakura Nation. She reveals Sakura Nation leads 2-0. One more win spells disaster for Waxia as the combatants face off. The host, Aphrodite, explains Waxia risks losing half its population and national fortune. Aphrodite formally introduces herself as the host, while both Chang Sheng and Matsumoto examine floating rule panels. The mythical arena rules appear. 5 random gods per battle, summon gods are out. And it's a best of 5 where the loser's god perishes. Chang Sheng smirks, "Victory means life, defeat means death. This is perfect." Ready to settle personal and national scores against Orochi. Chang Sheng declares today will decide not just victory, but life and death, while Matsumoto scoffs. Aphrodite confirms both contestants understand the rules, readying the battle's commencement. Personal information for Matsumoto Genzo is displayed, an S-level god-blessed individual, with the SS-level Yamada no Orochi. Chang Sheng observes Matsumoto's impressive as S-level Yamada no Orochi credentials on the display. Aphrodite, with a captivating smile, announces the god battle begins, urging them to summon their gods. Matsumoto Genzo confidently steps into the glowing purple god stone first. Emperor Tokugawa smirks, praising Lord Matsumoto's S-level status and his nearly perfect compatibility. Inside the god stone, The fearsome, faint head of Yamada no Orochi materializes amidst crackling purple energy. Matsumoto, wreathed in dark power, taunts that the Yamada god has already defeated two of Waxia's gods. As Matsumoto boasts, Chang Sheng stands ready in the distance, bathed in a contrasting blue light. A Waxia official gasps in disbelief. What? As an elder watches grimly. Chang Sheng considers several glowing blue, ethereal figures, potential gods swirling around him. Matsumoto sneers, "Today, I will tear you apart," as worried Waxia onlookers clench their fist. A majestic, blue-robed spirit materializes, declaring, "You should not be forgotten." Chang Sheng listens intently as the spirit continues. "Nor should you be buried in the dust of history." Onlookers gasp, is he choosing that unknown god king? This is way too risky. As the regal figure solidifies, Chang Sheng stands resolute, gazing into the vast, starlit expanse of the summoning space. The Waxia elder anxiously states, "Chang Sheng, the most likely god king is Tang Taizan Li Shimin." Liu Yanren, consulting secret archives, adds her analysis with Li Zhuan looking on. Chang Sheng smirks, unconcerned, as Liu Yanren muses it could also be Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang. A voice declares the King of King conquered all under heaven, his might like a tiger. The Waxia crowd listens intently as the voice continues, standing alone through the ages. A single emperor. Chang Sheng clasps his hands, proclaiming, "Unworthy descendants now pay respects to the founder of Waxia Yingzheng." A brilliant golden light erupts around Chang Sheng as his chosen god begins to manifest. From the radiant energy, a majestic, crowned figure in imperial robes starts to solidify. A stunned onlooker exclaims, he succeeded, another SS-level god. As Chang Sheng gazes upwards, Waxia officials erupt in joyous cheers, exclaiming, "Heaven bless Waxia! Heaven bless Waxia!" The elder, however, tempers the excitement, stating, "It's unfortunate he's a human god." He elaborates, the strength of human gods is generally weaker than the same-ranked demon gods. The elder grimly concludes, "The human god Chang Sheng just summoned may struggle against the eight-headed serpent." A system notification declares both gods summoned. The match officially begins. Matsumoto scoffs, surprised Chang Sheng summoned a frail human god instead of a creation god. He erupts in laughter, mocking the choice of a mere mortal god against his powerful Orochi. Chang Sheng respectfully bows to Yingzheng, who acknowledges that future generations may have forgotten him. Chang Sheng vows that from this day, the first emperor's achievements will be remembered forever. Yingzheng recounts his historic deeds, unifying language, roads, and the 7 states for Great Jia. The first emperor proudly lists his legacy, ensuring Xia's indivisibility, building the Great Wall, and unifying thought. Golden energy surges around Chang Sheng and Yingzheng, their combined presence radiating immense power. A blue panel displays Chang Sheng's stats, 60% compatibility with the summoned god, Yingzheng. Aphrodite and other spectators gasp, questioning if such a greatly accomplished emperor truly existed in Waxia's history. Matsumoto, snakes coiling, scoffs, "So what if you're an emperor? What can a human god even do?" Chang Sheng points, informing Yingzheng, he is a foreigner who oppresses Waxia. Yingzheng erupts in fury, declaring, "How dare a mere foreigner oppress Waxia? Those who offend my Waxia must die." Sakura Nation spectators jeer, mocking the mere human god and recalling Waxia's previous losses. Matsumoto smirks, dark energy swirling, as expected of someone who was once an emperor, truly brimming with authority. A colossal snake head of Orochi materializes as Matsumoto taunts a mere human god. "I didn't expect you to be arrogant enough to challenge a true god." Orochi's multiple giant heads loom over Chang Sheng and Yingzheng, deeming the battle pitiful with just a human god. The serpent continues its mockery, "So dull. Your small body isn't even qualified to fill the gaps in my teeth." Yingzheng, resolute, extends his hand as golden energy coalesces, stating, "In my life." A radiant golden sword forms in Yingzheng's grasp as he proclaims, "My only regret is never having slain a god." Yingzheng's voice resonates, the sword as golden light intensifies around the blade. He raises the gleaming sword high, proclaiming, declares kin, as fiery power erupts around him. Onlookers from Tianzhu country murmur, "Is this Waxia's human god really preparing to fight?" Spectators from the Stick country scoff, "Honestly, he looks so pitiful." An audience member from Silla country questions, "Does he really intend to fight a god with just a mortal body?" Orochi's serpent head sneers, "Wield your sword, even the smallest mosquito is still meat." A colossal Orochi head lunges, roaring, "This strike will show the vast gap between demon and human gods." The serpent's massive tail slams down, shattering the arena floor with devastating force. Emperor Tokugawa smirks confidently, "It's over. This emperor will be easily torn apart." The Tianzhu audience dismisses Waxia's chances, citing the inherent weakness of human gods against demon gods. A brilliant golden sword light pierces upwards, clashing with Orochi's dark energy. Yingzheng's blade descends, a golden arc slicing clean through one of Orochi's massive necks. The severed serpent head crashes to the arena floor, dark energy bleeding from the wound. Emperor Tokugawa stares in utter disbelief, stammering, "This, Aphrodite gasps. "What?" He cut off one of Orochi's heads with a single sword swing. Orochi's remaining heads hiss. "You have no divine power. How did you do it?" Yingzheng's sword hums with power as he reveals, "This is the chi refining technique of ancient kin." He elaborates, "Forged by countless Waxia chi cultivators, a technique that defies the heavens." The Waxia elder is ecstatic. "Our ancestors created such an earth-shattering technique." Orochi scoffs as its severed neck begins to regenerate, chi refining. "Too bad you only severed one of my many heads." Orochi's severed neck rapidly reforms, boasting, "My body can regenerate severed limbs. I am immortal." The serpent god, crackling with dark lightning, scoffs. "How could a mere human god like you hope to stop me?" A close-up on Orochi's malevolent, glowing red eye reveals its immense, dark power. Orochi's many heads loom, demanding, "You mortals ought to kneel before me, dare to harm me, and you'll be trapped in hell, never to reincarnate." Yingzheng calmly states, "If I lose, I shall be forever in debt to the people of Qin. However, I've never lost in my whole life." An enraged Orochi head lunges forward, roaring, "How dare you!" Golden light clashes violently against Orochi's dark scales as Yingzheng strikes once more. As the serpent's flesh knits back together, it sneers, "Give it up, you foolish human." Despairing Waxia spectators witness Orochi's regeneration, questioning, "Can Waxia really defeat such a vicious god that never dies?" Yingzheng, bloodied but resolute, thinks it never dies. "No one can do that. Not even the most ancient divine beings." Yingzheng digs his heels in, fiery energy flaring around him. Surrounded by crackling serpent heads, he wonders, "How many more times can you revive yourself?" Orochi roars, "Just give up already," as Yingzheng relentlessly attacks the serpent. Another serpent head smashes into the arena, debris flying from the impact. Bloodied and kneeling, Yingzheng's plight makes a Waxia spectator cry out in despair. The Waxia elder grimly prepares for defeat, but Changsheng resolves not to let the emperor's sacrifice be in vain. Yingzheng, facing endless regenerating heads, feels he's close to a breakthrough with each strike. Despite the overwhelming odds, he senses it, the powerful aura of great kin. A colossal golden dragon spirit erupts behind Yingzheng as he boldly declares, "All the land of this whole world, I own it." Golden energy streams from Changsheng and other Waxia citizens, flowing into the first emperor. Waxia spectators gaze upwards as countless golden spirits, empowered by their faith, fill the arena. Yingzheng is enveloped in the great kin divine armor, a colossal golden warrior spirit materializing behind him. The divine warrior roars, "Kill him," mirroring the emperor's intent, charging with immense power. Golden spirit soldiers clash violently with Orochi's dark serpents, overwhelming them in a flurry of light and steel. Matsumoto watches in disbelief as Orochi is battered, exclaiming, "How can a human summon so many divine spirits? Orochi cannot lose." A dark serpent Teta crawls up Matsumoto's arm as he grits his teeth, "Right? There's still me." Matsumoto smirks, "Foolish thing, so what if you're talented?" He taunts, surrounded by purple energy, "Is there time for your growth if the guardian dies? It's a fail to." As he begins to phase, Changsheng senses danger as a spectral Matsumoto, wielding a glowing purple knife, materializes directly behind him. The Waxia elder and a worried spectator shout desperately, "Changsheng, dodge. He's behind you." Changsheng swiftly catches Matsumoto's knife-wielding arm mid-strike. With a powerful move, Changsheng slams Matsumoto hard onto the arena floor. Onlookers gasp, questioning how Lu Changsheng, a new guardian with low resonance, is so strong. Changsheng internally reflects that Pangu, his deity, grants immense power even with minimal resonance. He stands firm, his body strong as stone, while Matsumoto groans on the ground. Matsumoto rises, admitting carelessness but taunting Changsheng about his lack of divine arts. Purple energy flares as Matsumoto sneers, calling Changsheng a tiny piece of trash before splitting. Matsumoto unleashes his shadow clones technique, creating two identical copies to face Changsheng. Changsheng expertly grabs the attacking legs of both Matsumoto clones simultaneously. In a stunning display of strength, Changsheng smashes the heads of the two clones together. A brilliant golden light erupts from the real Matsumoto's chest as the clone attack backfires. Matsumoto smirks, impressed, an SS-class divine guardian indeed. You hit hard. Waxia fans go wild, with some even making marriage proposals to Changsheng. Sakura Nation spectators despair, one shouting, "It didn't lose yet," as Orochi struggles. Emperor Tokugawa trembles, shocked by both Ying Zheng's and Chang Shang's immense power. Meanwhile, Ying Zheng's golden soldiers relentlessly carve through Orochi's serpent bodies. The first emperor stands firm, his golden avatar battling the diminishing serpent heads. A desperate Orochi, impaled by golden swords, screams, "Offerings, I want offerings." In the Sakura Nation stands, spectators begin to glow and dissolve into purple energy. Orochi, on the verge of death, starts to consolidate power, seemingly absorbing its followers. Purple energy surges as Orochi's severed bodies begin to condense and reform. A defiant serpent head roars, its flesh rapidly healing, fueled by dark power. Elsewhere, a devoted woman pulls a ceremonial sash tight, her expression resolute. Matsumoto, foot on a fallen foe, states that if a divine guardian dies, their beast vanishes. Chang Sheng, undeterred, resolves he must destroy Orochi first to end its terror. Orochi scoffs, revealing it's not just a beast, but the collective will of Sakura's citizens. Ying Zheng confronts the serpent, questioning its sacrifice of its own people. The emperor realizes these citizens are willingly becoming Orochi's recovery energy. In the stands, Sakura Nation citizens look on in dawning horror as they feel the drain. Ying Zheng reflects on his lifelong, arduous pursuit of a singular, powerful technique. Ying Zheng declares his ultimate technique: everyone becomes a dragon. It can save the world. He hovers above, golden energy flowing outwards, empowering the spirits of the Waxia people below. This is revealed as the immortal Chi technique, empowering countless golden figures. A female Waxia guardian gasps, "What's going on? My resonance with my contracted deity is rising." Other Waxia citizens feel incredible strength building, one exclaiming, "My eyes! I can see the light again." Ying Zheng smiles, his life devoted to great kin's peace and wishing everyone to be strong like dragons. A Waxia spectator weeps, "Hooray for our Waxia forefather. He secretly had such a noble plan." Flames erupt around Ying Zheng as he sits, proclaiming, "I'm willing to do anything for my people." The Hawk Nation leader observes, "Orochi sacrifices its people for energy, but Waxia's divinity sacrifices its life for the people." Amerigo Nation spectators stare in disbelief. Is this the power of the Eastern civilization? How incredible! Surrounded by intense flames, Ying Zheng, with fiery eyes, calls out, "Where are the celestial soldiers of the great Qin nation?" A chorus of radiant golden figures, the empowered Waxia spirits, roars back in unison, "We're here." Seated with regal authority, Ying Zheng extends his hand, issuing a chilling command: "Kill the rest." The newly formed Golden Spirit Army, now shaped like warriors and dragons, surges forward, echoing the Emperor's deadly intent. Orochi's remaining dark serpents coil defensively, bracing for the onslaught of empowered spirits. Blinding golden energy clashes violently with dark serpent forms, a maelstrom of light and shadow erupting across the arena. The divine golden attacks relentlessly tear through Orochi's regenerating serpent bodies, leaving trails of dissipating darkness. A furious serpent head of Orochi, its eyes blazing red, desperately roars, "Sacrifices! I demand more sacrifices." In the stands, more Sakura Nation citizens begin to dissolve into purple energy, their life force visibly draining away. Emperor Tokugawa watches in utter horror, lamenting, "We can't continue like this. The offerings are all the elites of this country." Tokugawa cries out, "O great Orochi, this is the end. Sakura Nation can't bear this price." In the Sakura Nation stands, a citizen yells, "Waxia's god hopes everyone acts like a dragon, but all you know is to ask for sacrifices." The remaining serpent heads of Orochi are now cursed by their own people. "Yamata no Orochi, go die." Ying Zheng's hand clenches, fiery energy coalescing into a massive, glowing sword. Wielding the immense, crackling blade, Ying Zheng declares, "Your people abandoned you after all." With a mighty swing, Ying Zheng's flaming sword slices through Orochi's remaining serpent forms. A severed serpent head lies still, its purple scales fading, as a voice proclaims, "Yamata no Orochi, dead." Chang Shang stands over the defeated Matsumoto, coolly stating, "Yamata no Orochi is dead, so there's no reason to keep you alive." With a swift, brutal stomp, Chang Shang finishes Matsumoto, his eyes roll back. Matsumoto lies lifeless on the ground as a voice declares, "Matsumoto Minamoto, dead." A glamorous announcer with golden hair and a microphone formally begins her address. Chang Shang stands coolly as the announcer declares him the winner, with Matsumoto defeated below. A young Waxia woman gasps, tears in her eyes, exclaiming, "He really did it." An elder Waxia man marvels, "No, he defeated the divine as a mortal man." The announcer, impressed by Waxia's hero, signals an intermission before the next divine battle. Elsewhere, Ying Zheng stumbles, leaning heavily on his sword, his fiery aura dimming. A close-up reveals Ying Zheng's pained expression, panting from exertion, appearing weak. Waxia spectators look on with concern, one shouting, "Why is the forefather so weak?" The elder explains grimly, "There are barely any believers of his in the Waxia nation." Yingzheng clutches his chest, the intense battle having clearly wounded him greatly. Jiang Sheng watches in shock as the forefather's fiery form begins to fade, calling out to him. The fading emperor tells Chang Sheng he can't continue, revealing he has a dream. Yingzheng's voice echoes ominously, "I hope that all life in this world fades to ashes." With his final words, the forefather's radiant figure dissolves completely into embers before Chang Sheng. A stark question hangs in the air. The forefather is gone? The elder explains Yingzheng's power waned due to few believers, yet he gave everything. Waxia's citizens express deep regret, admitting, we have disrespected you. A system window reveals Chang Sheng's Pangu resonance is 2%, while the forefather is frozen, but reached 90% resonance. Chang Sheng declares with conviction, "The forefather isn't gone, we just need to believe harder." Noting his own power grew, he gazes upward, realizing that by summoning more deities, he might one day bring Pangu himself into their world. Chang Sheng clarifies, "The forefather isn't gone, he's just resting for now." He adds confidently, "When his name is again praised in Waxia, he will return." In the Waxia stands, an elder passionately declares, "Record the forefather's deeds, lest our gods be forgotten." A Waxia man, Liu King, arrives relieved, praising Chang Sheng's victory over Orochi. The woman with him, Mako Hama, smirks, proclaiming, "With my blood, start the divine arena." An announcement declares, Sakura Nation's Mako Hama challenges Waxia's Liu King. Battle in 10 minutes. Liu King stares in disbelief at Mako, exclaiming, "What? You're a spy for the Sakura Nation." Mako removes her glasses, revealing she waited 10 years for this moment to doom Waxia. She triumphantly declares, "Waxia belongs to the Sakura Nation." Liu King draws his sword, a divine aura flaring behind him, grimly stating, "You asked for it." A young man whispers urgently to an elder, whose eyes widen as he exclaims, "What?" The elder informs the Waxia group that Swordmaster Li King was ambushed by a spy and can't reach the arena. Another Waxia member fumes, "I can't believe the Sakura Nation is so petty," lamenting their chances without the Swordmaster. A stern-faced man recounts how 2 of Waxia's from masters fell to Orochi, leaving only Liu King as their consistent victor. Jiang Sheng and the elder stand side by side as the elder grimly announces, "The 4th battle is about to begin." Surrounded by a blazing phoenix spirit, the elder volunteers, "I will take on the next battle." Chang Sheng, "The last fight must have drained you." Chang Sheng, with a cool gaze, simply replies, "No." He then declares with unwavering confidence, "I'd win. Let me go." The elder looks at Chang Sheng with concern, pleading, "Chang Sheng, don't force yourself." 2 others arrive, the woman advising, "Let him go, Chang Sheng. Master is the best in Waxia. He'll have a better chance to win." Chang Sheng hesitates, a thoughtful expression on his face as he begins, He then declares, "I once had a dream," as a powerful aura begins to emanate around him. Suddenly, a colossal, fiery red dragon spirit manifests, towering over the astonished onlookers. Chang Sheng recalls this dream, where an ancient, smiling god offered him comfort and guidance. He explains, after waking up, "I learned the hidden legacy of Waxia," tapping his temple. The surrounding crowd murmurs in confusion, wondering about the sudden display of power. The elder elaborates on historical figures who attain the path of life, suggesting Chang Sheng's understanding is profound. The elder acknowledges Chang Sheng's desire to prove himself, but emphasizes his own deep knowledge of Huaxia's deities. Another supporter urges Chang Sheng, "You are young and talented. No need to sacrifice yourself so soon." The elder, enveloped by his blazing phoenix spirit, stands ready, while Chang Sheng looks on with resolve. The elder looks upward, a knowing glint in his eye amidst swirling embers. He gazes in awe as his own magnificent blazing phoenix spirit fully materializes above. Onlookers recognize it, the master's deity from 1,000 years ago. The crowd marvels, his casual description gave Swallow's uniqueness, a swallow as a phoenix, never recorded. Chang Sheng's profound knowledge of hidden Waxia mythologies impresses everyone. The elder concedes, "Chang Sheng, you aren't wrong, summoning a god drains stamina. Rest and prepare." A moment of silent contemplation hangs heavy in the air. Chang Sheng stands resolute before the woman who urged him to let the master fight. A silent understanding passing. A new, powerful golden aura begins to flare round Chang Sheng, his determination clear. He and the woman look up as another colossal, radiant divine figure begins to manifest above them. The woman watches Chang Sheng, a mix of worry and awe on her face as he stands resolute. Onlookers gasp, realizing Chang Sheng is summoning another powerful god, risking his own life force. Chang Sheng stands firm, literally igniting Waxia's hope with his own life energy. In the legendary arena, an announcer declares the fourth battle between Waxia and Sakura Nation is imminent. The announcer introduces Waxia's champion, the genius Liu Changsheng, already a victor. Changsheng enters, his impressive stats displayed as his opponent Momo Sakura is named. Momo Sakura, clad in a traditional kimono, greets Changsheng with a polite bow. From their stands, the Sakura Nation audience taunts Waxia, mocking their reliance on Changsheng. A sinister Sakura Nation figure smirks, revealing their spy's success and hinting at a bewitching deity. A powerful declaration echoes. This time, the Sakura Nation must be defeated. Momo Sakura gives Changsheng a knowing, almost seductive glance. She stands elegantly in her traditional red kimono, a picture of Sakura Nation grace. The Waxia audience is captivated, some blushing at the fair maiden sent to fight. However, a Waxia elder looks on with deep suspicion, sensing trouble. Momo Sakura's hidden power is revealed, a fox-like deity, unknown to Waxia's intelligence. The arena countdown begins. Only 50 seconds remain before the battle starts. As seconds tick by, onlookers wonder why Changsheng hasn't summoned his own deity yet. Panic erupts in the Waxia stands, urging Changsheng to act before it's too late. A close-up reveals the keen, cunning eyes of Momo Sakura's summoned fox spirit. The legendary nine-tailed fox, Tamamo no Me, fully manifests its powerful presence. Momo Sakura stands confidently, her colossal nine-tailed fox spirit radiating an alluring pink aura. The Eagle Nation audience gasps, "My God, what is this deity? Divinely beautiful." Even a Tianju Nation monk blushes, admitting his heart fluttered at her appearance. Waxia's supporters grow anxious. It's a deity never seen in this arena. We know nothing about her. Changsheng maintains a calm, almost smiling expression, as his allies hope he stays focused. A Sakura Nation member smirks, revealing Tamamo no Me is the leader of their three demon gods. With only 30 seconds left, Changsheng coolly states, "There is no need to wait anymore." He then reaches out, his hand touching a massive, brilliantly glowing blue crystal. From above, Changsheng faces the imposing fox spirit, a small orb of light now in his palm. Changsheng looks up with a confident gaze, as an onlooker exclaims in recognition, "Wow, it's him." A colossal blue spirit, a fierce boar-headed warrior, begins to materialize before Changsheng. Waxia's crowd gasps in disbelief. Is Liu Changsheng trying to summon a demon deity? His allies cry out as awakened Pangu should only allow human deities. The boar deity looms, a grim text warning, summoning a different type of deity means death. Changsheng calmly addresses the spirit, "I'm Liu Changsheng. Welcome, Heavenly General Iron Hog." Sakura Nation scoffs from their stand. They've run out of tricks. He's summoning a demon. Their smirking leader believes Changsheng is making a desperate, fatal choice. The blue energy then solidifies, revealing a majestic, blue-haired warrior deity instead of just a boar. The Sakura stands are utterly floored by this unexpected transformation, exclaiming, "Oh my God! What?" Waxia erupts in cheers. Changsheng summoned a demon deity and survived, making the elder ponder Pangu's true power. The Waxia elder beams, realizing Pangu's power is far greater, igniting new hope. From their stand, the Sakura leader smirks, confident Tamamo no Me's allure will conquer any man, even a demon deity. Changsheng stands small before the colossal Heavenly General Iron Hog, who wields a massive rake. The warrior deity, Iron Hog, looks down, curiously asking about the commotion outside. Changsheng explains the dire situation, a divine arena, where nations seek Waxia's downfall. With a deep bow, Changsheng humbly begs the general to help fight these foreign deities. Iron Hog scoffs, "I hate fighting," as his formidable weapon shrinks into his palm. The deity yearns for peace and his beloved, questioning why Waxia's struggles should concern him. With a dismissive ha, the Heavenly General Iron Hog begins to walk away from Changsheng. Changsheng calls out desperately from below, "General, please wait," as the deity turns his back. Changsheng calls out, "You still want to meet Chang, right?" As Iron Hog pauses, Changsheng adds, "And Wukong, and Master, too." The general turns, surprised Changsheng knows these names from a forgotten era. Changsheng smirks, confidently stating, "Not only do I know them, I can summon them." Iron Hog scoffs, "Ha? With your current strength?" clearly doubting the young man. Changsheng appeals, "If I summon Waxia's deities, it will restore your dignity, then light the night sky." He then promises, "Chang'o Wukong, Zhuanzang all freed now, will you fight for Waxia?" A fiery aura erupts around Iron Hog as he demands, "Are you really?" Suddenly, the boar deity grabs Changsheng, roaring, "Messing with me." Caught in the deity's powerful grip, Changsheng grits his teeth. "How about this deity?" Iron Hog, engulfed in a fiery aura, roars at Changsheng, "Master Pangu. The deity's massive hand slowly unclasps, releasing a composed Chang Sheng. Iron Hog acknowledges, looking down. You can summon Master Pangu? I've underestimated you. Chang Sheng, with a confident smirk, asks General Qian Pang, would you fight for me? The general, his boorish features thoughtful, states, since Master Pangu is willing to help you, I can trust you. Iron Hog declares, his demeanor shifting to respect. Now fully committed, the general eagerly demands, who are we fighting? Tell me. Chang Sheng turns, directing Iron Hog's gaze towards Momo Sakura and her imposing fox spirit. Another race's nine-tailed deity, Chang Sheng explains coolly, she tempts males with her charms. Iron Hog smirks dismissively. That's easy then. I thought it'd be troublesome. From their stand, Sakura Nation members mock Chang Sheng's readiness and call Iron Hog a fat pig. Iron Hog slams his weapon into the arena floor, causing a powerful shockwave. The towering general stands beside Chang Sheng, radiating a fiery aura as the Bangzi Nation watches. A Bangzi Nation spectator swoons. Wow, this deity is so handsome. Jianzhu Nation monks observe gravely, acknowledging Huaxia's ancient deity cannot be underestimated. The Eagle Nation speculates whether even this male deity can resist Temamo no Mei's allure. Momo Sakura approaches, addressing Chang Sheng. Lucian, I must say, you and your summoned deities are quite handsome, she purrs, beginning to shed her outer robe. However, I have a great proposal. Momo dramatically flings her red outer kimono aside, revealing a more alluring attire beneath. Striking a pose in her new outfit, Momo invites, Lucian, join the Sakura Nation. Momo leans in, promising, and will treat you with the highest order. She turns, adding, unlike Huaxia Nation, we won't make an awakened fight multiple times. Momo assures him, the great Sakura Nation will help you and your deity grow. From the stands, the Huaxia elder identifies it as a psychological attack, while others shout warnings. Her voice echoes, you can have all the money and power. Momo gestures alluringly, but also, she whispers seductively, touching her shoulder, me. A Huaxia spectator blushes, admitting he'd accept such a tempting offer. The question hangs heavy in the arena. How would Lu Chang Sheng decide? Chang Sheng stands with his back to Momo, silently considering her proposition. Chang Sheng turns, a defiant smirk on his face as he declares, I refuse. Momo Sakura from the stands maintains a composed, almost amused expression. Undeterred, Momo sweetens her offer. If I'm not good enough, pick any woman in the Sakura Nation. The Sakura Nation audience stand seems to endorse this, offering a vision of countless beauties. Chang Sheng raises his hand, summoning ethereal projections of Iron Hog's rake. He reveals, Heavenly Soldier projection. After Tianping decided to fight for me, I can also use his weapon, the Nine-Tooth Rake, Chang Sheng declares, holding the glowing armament. Momo Sakura scoffs, pointing disdainfully, what a shame. You would have had a bright future. Chang Sheng's eyes narrow with resolve. When I was learning history, the professor told me something. He recalls his professor's words, truth is within the range of a cannon, honor within the reach of a blade, adding, if I escape, your bullying would only be more brutal. Chang Sheng declares, if I escape, how could I face the millions behind me? Huaxia meets enemies with weapons. The Huaxia crowd roars, a great saying, we only have guns for the Sakura Nation. Inspired voices cry, Chang Sheng is Huaxia's leading warrior. This is a man's true desire. Far away at the Myriad Deity Temple, a young acolyte sweeps the grounds. The acolyte suddenly looks up, a bead of sweat on his brow sensing a change. He points to a radiant pillar of light, exclaiming, it's open, the nation's luck has doubled. Back in the arena, Chang Sheng soars through the air, spinning his glowing rake for a powerful strike. Momo Sakura braces herself, her fan ready as purple energy, and butterflies swirl around her. Chang Sheng's rake smashes against Momo's fan, a brilliant flash erupting at the point of impact. Momo, shocked by his strength, thinks a newbie hitting this hard he must not be spared. Momo Sakura turns, declaring, since I can't recruit you, I'll have to kill you, stowing her fan. With a fierce look, she unleashes her ninja art, shadow clone technique. As purple energy erupts, multiple copies of Momo Sakura materialize, each brandishing a staff, ready for combat. One clone smirks, taunting, how could a brute understand the intricacies of spellcraft? Chang Sheng grimly acknowledges her power far surpasses Matsumoto Genzong's. A Momo clone swiftly draws a gleaming katana from its sheath. 3 clones then launch a coordinated aerial assault. Nidoryu, Kumyo slash. Chang Sheng braces below, fiery energy swirling around his rake as he prepares to meet the attack. His eyes widen in surprise, a bead of sweat tracing his temple as he anticipates the blow. Blinding purple slashes converge rapidly, aimed directly at Chang Sheng. Chang Sheng digs his rake into the ground, bracing against the onslaught of Momo's clones. He grits his teeth, silently enduring the relentless, swirling purple attacks. Sakura Nation spectators jeer, he's in a sorry state, kill him and make Waxia pay. The Momo clones mock him, so weak, all show and no substance. With glowing staves, the clones taunt, this time, let's see how you dodge. 3 clones launch another coordinated aerial dive, katanas gleaming with deadly intent. Shang, cornered, decides there's no place left to dodge. With a furious roar, he shouts, take this, my rake, as his aura flares. He smashes his rake down, unleashing a colossal shockwave of golden energy upwards. A Momo clone shields herself as the ground erupts, caught in Shang's counterattack. Shang's rake smashes down, the ground cracking under its immense power. Sakura Nation spectators watch, stunned by the sudden turn of events. The real Momo lies defeated, questioning how Shang saw through her clones. Suddenly, a 9-tailed fox spirit, Tamamo no Me, appears, offering a suggestive taunt to Tianping. From the Kimchi Nation stands, adoring fans idolize the beautiful Tamamo no Me. The Waxia elder worries if Tianping can resist Tamamo no Me's alluring charm. Tianping scoffs, a vision of Chang'e appearing as he deems Tamamo inferior. With a disdainful smirk, Tianping declares to Tamamo, you're hideous. Tamamo no Me recoils, utterly shocked by Tianping's blunt insult. Tianping leaps, ready to strike, as an unseen voice cries out, how dare you call our goddess ugly? Sakura Nation fans erupt. Look in the mirror, pig demon, how dare you insult such beauty? Tianping, undeterred, crashes down with his rake in a fiery earth-shattering blow. Tamamo no Me stares in disbelief, ugly. No one has ever dared call me that. Furious, Tamamo gathers potent pink energy, vowing, you'll pay dearly for those words. She proudly proclaims, this is my divine land, a realm of gods and fertile soil. Tianping twists midair, fiery trails marking his swift, evasive maneuver. Tamamo no Me glares, her voice cold as she utters, celestial demon's wrath. With Momo Sakura defeated at her feet, Tamamo no Me radiates an immense, divine power. A Sakura spectator reveals, it's the Yata mirror, a divine treasure, her power is now tenfold. Tianping, engulfed in a blazing aura, roars back, sky-bending, earth-shaping. Tianping, wreathed in golden flames, confronts the imposing 9-tailed Tamamo no Me. Tamamo no Me gathers immense pink energy, unleashing her celestial demon spirit strike. Tianping expertly twirls his rake, deflecting her potent pink energy assault. He spins faster, his rakeabler blocking a barrage of Tamamo's attacks. Tianping leaps, narrowly evading a massive beam of Tamamo's destructive energy. A spectator marvels that SS-level Tianping is overpowering SSS-level Tamamo, Sakura's ace. The same spectator muses that awakened levels clearly don't define a deity's true power. Tamamo no Me wipes a trace of blood from her lip, a flicker of shock in her eyes. Her aura blazing pink, Tamamo glares, you pig, you've completely enraged me. Tamamo raises her arms, her power surging as the very air around her darkens. From the stands, Waxia spectators look up, puzzled, the sky. Why is the sky darkening? Tamamo, engulfed in furious pink flames, screams, die, you filthy pig. With a menacing glare, she unleashes her ultimate technique, heaven-burning foxfire. A shadowy, winged demonic form of Tamamo materializes, gathering immense power. Tamamo directs the colossal pink energy blast straight towards Tianping. The devastating foxfire attack erupts, consuming the arena in a violent pink inferno. The Waxia elder watches, his face etched with deep concern, rendered speechless. Tianping, undaunted, thrusts his hands skyward, roaring, water, come forth. The ground beneath Tianping cracks as he braces against the overwhelming force. A colossal pillar of water erupts around Tianping, surging upwards to meet the inferno. Golden divine figures manifest within Tianping's water, clashing against the pink inferno. Tianping stands firm as his water power erupts, pushing back Tamamo's foxfire. A Sakura Nation spectator gasps, witnessing the colossal elemental collision. Tamamo no Me stares upwards, her foxfire being overwhelmed by an unseen force. A bead of sweat rolls down Tamamo's face, her eyes wide with disbelief. A colossal vortex of pure blue water energy swirls, extinguishing the pink flames. Tianping stands within the torrent, masterfully commanding the immense water currents. Tamamo turns, shocked, questioning the sudden appearance of so much water. Tianping reveals, his voice resonating with power, this is water from the heavenly river. Tendrils of celestial water now wreathe Tianping and his rake, his power amplified. Tianping, empowered by celestial water, declares he's walking with the wind. Looking down on Tamamo, the Sakura Nation audience watches in stunned silence, a bead of sweat on one spectator's brow. With a mighty power chop, Tianping brings his water-infused rake crashing down. Tamamo desperately summons the Mizuta Nikko Amaterasu Hashino stone to defend. Tianpeng's devastating blow collides with Tamamo's sacred stone, causing a brilliant explosion. The Hashino stone cracks under the immense pressure of Tianpeng's assault. Tamamo stumbles back, her divine artifact shattering into pieces as she coughs. Waxy as spectators erupt in cheers. He broke Tamamo no Me's strongest artifact in one hit. A wave of total silence washes over the defeated Sakura Nation audience. Tianpeng, radiating power, readies his rake for a sweeping finishing blow. Tianpeng's rake swings, but Tamamo's form flickers, the attack passing through. Tianpeng halts, a look of pure shock crossing his face. Tamamo reappears behind him, sighing as Tianpeng's distant form vanishes. She muses on his incredible power, skilled in arts and spells, seemingly without weakness. A young man in the Waxia stands watches, his expression resolute. Tamamo confronts this young man, questioning when Waxia gains such a summoner. Tianpeng smirks, a transportation spell. I know how to do that too. With water-light transportation, Tianpeng instantly teleports behind Tamamo. He lands a devastating blow with his rake directly into her back. Blood splatters onto the arena floor beneath Tamamo's feet. Tamamo, wounded and kneeling, grits her teeth. You're tough. Her 9 tails blaze with resurgent pink energy, her power diffusing outwards. With arms outstretched, Tamamo calls forth new entities as her tails pulse with light. 3 colossal pink spiritual forms materialize above the arena, summoned by Tamamo. Sakura spectators roar, recognizing the legendary Shutenji, Otakamaru, and Amaterasu Omikami. The fearsome Oni rage form and a deadly sword-field spirit vow death to Waxia's god. The radiant Amaterasu Omikami looms as another figure below prepares a countermaneuver. Tianpeng smirks, unfazed, hinting at his own versatile power, the 36 forms. He transforms into a swift bird, expertly dodging a hail of incoming pink energy blades. Tianpeng scoffs, summoning spiritual forms. Even their true forms wouldn't scare me. Tamamo, her tails flaring, taunts Tianpeng. Then why are you running away like a coward? Tianpeng, with a defiant gaze, retorts, who said I was running away? He faces Tamamo's 3 colossal spirits, proclaiming himself ruler from heaven to earth. Tianpeng invokes the water of the heavenly river, preparing the Fiqian Xiangde technique. His hand tightens on the rake as it begins to thrum and expand with immense power. The rake, now gigantic, is enveloped in a maelstrom of celestial blue water. Tianpeng proudly declares, I am the great Marshal Tianpeng. Raising his colossal rake, he asserts, all water from heaven to the depth of the ocean is under my control. A colossal wave of pure blue energy surges from Tianpeng towards Tamamo's spiritual guardians. The overwhelming celestial water crashes into the pink spirits, beginning to dissolve them. Tamamo's 3 colossal spirits shimmer, resisting the celestial water's onslaught. Amaterasu's spirit glares, incensed. You have seriously irritated me, you monster pig. The radiant Amaterasu spirit intensifies, pulsing with overwhelming pink energy. Tamamo watches in awe as Amaterasu unleashes a devastating attack skyward. Tianpeng desperately parries a barrage of pink energy beams with his rake. A cataclysmic pink explosion engulfs the spot where Tianpeng stood. Sakura spectators roar, hailing Amaterasu's divine punishment as a miracle. Tianpeng is violently thrown back, his rake sent flying from the blast force. He crashes hard onto the arena floor, skidding to a halt in a cloud of dust. The Waxia audience gasps in horror. No, Marshal Tianpeng has collapsed. Tianpeng lies defeated, his rake cast aside as Amaterasu's spirits loom. The radiant Amaterasu spirit stands triumphantly over the fallen marshal. Amaterasu scoffs, you're just a pig monster, useless even as livestock. But Tianpeng, eyes blazing, clenches his fist, invoking the heart of Shang Baoqin. Amaterasu's spirit turns, a flicker of surprise as Tianpeng begins to stir. A brilliant, fiery energy now engulfs Tianpeng's determined hand. He thrusts his glowing palm towards the shocked Amaterasu spirit. What? Amaterasu cries, her godly power suddenly draining away. Tianpeng's face contorts into a fierce boar. You're right, I am a pig. But he stands transformed, the powerful boar warrior, as Amaterasu's form wavers. Tianpeng, in fierce boar form, smashes Amaterasu's spirit with a brutal, earth-shattering blow. The divine spirit explodes from his ferocious assault. Hailed as a masterstroke of courage and cunning, Shang watches approvingly from the stands, finding their shared viciousness cathartic. Amaterasu's fading, furious spirit vows vengeance. I will not forget this. Reverting to human form, a still glowing Tianpeng fixes his fiery gaze upon a stunned Tamamo. He delivers a decisive blow as bold text dramatically declares Tamamo no Mei killed. But Tianpeng's own power flickers, his form fading, as Shang cries out, Marshal. The weakened marshal sharply warns his approaching summoner, don't come near me. Chang Sheng freezes, his expression a mix of shock and deep concern for the marshal. Before Chang Sheng's eyes, Tianpeng collapses heavily onto the arena floor, completely drained. The Waxia audience stares in shock, questioning how their marshal could fall. Tianpeng, weakened, tells Chang Sheng, "I don't want you to see the way I look." A spectral image of Chang appears as Tianpeng laments, "In your eyes, I was always a hero." Supported by Chang Sheng, Tianpeng admits his past cowardice and insecurity. Tianpeng makes a final request, tell his master and brother he wasn't a coward. Chang Sheng, tears welling, desperately cries, "No, I want you to say it yourself." Chang Sheng kneels, tenderly holding the fading marshal before the Waxia audience. Suddenly, an elder in the Waxia stands, "People of Waxia, I offer my reverence to the great deity." The elder urgently commands the crowd, "Food, bring out the food offerings, quickly." He gestures emphatically, shouting, "Hurry up," as the audience below looks on. A mother and child rush to prepare food offerings as the elder's call echoes. Countless offerings materialize, forming a radiant pillar of light beneath the divine, boar-like silhouette. The colossal, glowing boar spirit slowly opens its eyes, awakened by the faith. Tianpeng marshals true, inspiring SS glass god form manifest within the pantheon. An announcer begins to declare the outcome of the mythical arena's 4th round. She gestures to the fallen summoners, announcing the clash between Waxia and Sakura Nation. Chang Sheng looks down as the announcer triumphantly shouts, "Waxia wins." The announcer marvels at Waxia's unexpected strength in this decisive moment. The Waxia audience prays for Tianpeng's recovery, amazed by his unyielding will. Tears stream down Chang Sheng's face as a gentle voice tells him not to cry. Tianpeng, surprisingly spry, reassures a tearful Chang Sheng, "This old man is not dead yet." The marshal proudly drapes an arm over Chang Sheng, declaring, "We won, boy." In the Bangzi Nation auditorium, a teacher dismisses Waxia's victory, citing their weak faith and vulnerable gods. Tianpeng turns to Chang Sheng, entrusting him, "The next step is up to you." A wistful smile graces Tianpeng's lips. "It's time for me to go look for my white moonlight." As Tianpeng walks away into the starlit expanse, Chang Sheng calls out, "Marshal." Tianpeng glances back, reminding Chang Sheng, "No need to say anything else. Don't forget your promise." Chang Sheng watches in solemn silence as his marshal begins to fade. With newfound resolve, Chang Sheng clenches his fist, bidding farewell, "Marshal Tianpeng. Take care." The camera pans to the Waxia auditorium, where a spectator looks on with stunned realization. Chang Sheng's heartfelt farewell echoes as Marshal Tianpeng's golden form dissipates. The Waxia elder commands, "Record the deeds of Marshal Tianpeng Zhubaji, let him be known." A loyal subordinate in the crowd affirms, "Yes," ready to carry out the order. Back in the arena, Chang Sheng welcomes a magnificent, fiery phoenix spirit. Meanwhile, the dismissive Bangzi Nation teacher collapses in shame, his arrogance shattered. Tears stream down his face as he laments, "We're unworthy descendants, we have forgotten." The Waxia elder, however, looks on with a hopeful smile. "Fortunately, we have a future." He gestures towards Chang Sheng, proclaiming, "He's Waxia's biggest hope now." Elsewhere, a hand slowly draws a sword, the metallic clang hinting at a new challenger. In the Greek Pantheon auditorium, a stern figure with golden laurels observes intently. Defeated on the ground, Joragumo is overshadowed by her own monstrous spider form. With a gleaming sword, a formidable swordsman surveys the other fallen combatants. A vanquished woman gasps, lamenting the unexpected, vast gap in their strength. She crashes to the arena floor, utterly beaten, as two figures stand over her. The victorious swordsman wears a determined gaze, hoping his efforts are not too late. An announcer proclaims the mythical arena's final round, Waxia vs. Sakura Nation. She highlights Waxia's amazing resistance and their great gods, with vast lands at stake. With arms spread wide, the announcer calls for both sides to present their representatives. A young man with intense eyes and a slight smile states, "It's time to play." Just as he prepares to move, a firm hand grips his shoulder, holding him back. The eager young man is halted by a taller figure in a sharp suit. The suited man declares with a confident smile, "You've done enough. It's my turn now." The youth urgently pleads, "I know the hidden history of the Waxia gods, let me go." The man explains, "In this final battle, it should be me. Waxia still needs you to grow." Beside him, the spectral form of Changshan Zhao Zilong materializes as he states, "Don't forget, I was once a genius of high hopes." The young man calls out, "Lao Bai, let me go," as a new, long-haired figure enters the scene. Lao Bai turns with a knowing smile, "I thought you couldn't come today." The newcomer, sword on his back, replies, "How dare I delay when the nation rises or falls?" But Sakura's spies are cunning. He looks on with grim determination, warning, "Time is running out." A bright blue countdown 3:00 timer appears as the swordsman prepares for action below. Liu King, sword on his back, boldly declares, Waxia's Liu King is here. Who dares to fight? From the Sakura nation's side, a young man with intense red eyes observes silently. A flash of purple energy signals the Sakura representative's dramatic entrance. He steps forward, surrounded by a dark aura, announcing, Sakura Nation, Yamada Takumi. A close-up reveals the intricate, red-accented armor Yamada Takumi wears. In the Sakura Kingdom audience, spectators cheer, believing the match is already decided. The Waxia audience recognizes Yamada Takumi, questioning his presence instead of Seikyo. A Waxia elder reveals Yamada is the first prodigy of Sakura Kingdom in 4,000 years. He grimly adds Yamada is known as a once-in-an-era genius, an SS-class divine chosen. Yamada Takumi stands confidently on the arena floor, ready for the final confrontation. The elder reveals Yamada, at 18, slew Waxia's third expert and his East Sea Dragon god. A flashback shows the East Sea waters 9 years prior, a lone figure amidst the turmoil. Yamada Takumi once stood victorious atop a vanquished dragon, its tendon his prize. He deemed the tough, unyielding dragon tendon perfect for his sister's longbow. With a powerful pull, Yamada extracts the glowing sinew from the fallen beast. A younger Yamada, eyes glinting, holds the potent dragon tendon he claimed. The massive dragon lies defeated under stormy skies, Yamada its conqueror. Yamada's contracted deity is a supreme Sakura god, their compatibility an astonishing 80%. The determined youth declares if Liu King falls, he'll challenge Yamada to a divine duel. Yamada Takumi, facing Liu King, acknowledges he's heard of Waxia's immortal creators. Liu King's hand grips his sword, the blade partially unsheathed with a glint. He raises the gleaming sword high, declaring, there's no need for more words between us. Liu King accuses Yamada, 10 years ago, you killed the East Sea Dragon god, causing endless droughts. His voice trembles, the land became barren, and hunger plagued the people everywhere. A grim flashback shows desperate figures collapsed on desolate, dusty streets. A weak child whispers, Mama, I want water, as her mother offers empty comfort. Tears stream as a voice filled with anguish vows, today, you must die. Back in the arena, Liu King stands resolutely, sword ready, facing Yamada Takumi. Yamada Takumi smirks condescendingly, telling Liu King, you should actually feel honored. He finishes with chilling confidence, to fall at the hands of someone chosen by the great three noble gods. Yamada boasts judgment will be delivered through his sister, restoring glory. The Waxia audience erupts, calling Yamada's selfish desires utterly despicable. The young Waxia prodigy observes, realizing Yamada's heart is consumed by hatred and disdain. He resolves they must defeat Sakura, crushing them until they submit completely. The announcer declares the contestants confirmed, ready to reveal their personal information. Fighter stats appear. Yamada, S-Class with SSS-Class Susanoo, Liu King. S-Class with SS-Class Li Bai. The Great Eagle Empire's king plots. When Waxia is defeated, we declare war immediately. Rodon Kingdom's representative smirks. When they lose, we'll make them return everything. A Cheonju Kingdom elder notes Yamada's were god Susanoo, seeing no chance for Waxia. He chillingly declares, we will make Waxia a sacrificial offering to Lord Shiva. Yamada Takumi summons his deity, Susanoo, whose immense pink spiritual form looms behind him. Susanoo's spectral warrior form fully materializes, radiating immense power beside Yamada. Sakura spectators roar, tear apart Waxia's gods completely, confident in Yamada's victory. The Waxia elder gravely observes this will be a brutal battle. As the prodigy watches intently, Liu King stands ready, his own powerful deity, the poet Li Bai, appearing beside him. The announcer proclaims, both contestants successfully summon their deities. The final battle begins. Li Bai, Liu King's deity, takes a refreshing swig from his signature gourd. With a confident smile, Li Bai declares, how exhilarating, ready for the confrontation. Li Bai then recites wistfully, a pot of wine amidst the flowers, yet no friend to drink with. He gazes across the arena, wondering aloud, where are you now, old friends? Yamada Takumi sneers, stuck in the mud, yet still looking at the same stars as me? He then channels immense purple lightning, preparing a devastating attack. Li Bai looks up as a blinding, powerful light streaks down towards him. A colossal spear of purple energy smashes into the arena floor, narrowly missing Li Bai. Yamada declares, divine vengeance rains down, you act as if no one else matters. Liu King crumples to the ground, injured and coughing, his sword falling from his grasp. Susanoo relentlessly bombards the downed Liu King with a barrage of energy strikes. The narration describes the attack's unstoppable force, like a spear piercing through bamboo. As the final blow lands, An eerie silence descends upon the ravaged arena floor. Waxia's spectators are horrified, but their young prodigy cries, "The sword immortal has faced countless foes. We haven't lost yet." The young prodigy clenches his fist, his belief in Liu King unwavering. Li Bai's voice echoes, "When the Dao fruit ripens, the five eyes see clearly." He continues, "When the sun rises, the stars fade away," as he strides forward, renewed. Golden light erupts around Li Bai, coalescing into a new, potent energy. This divine power concentrates, manifesting from his very core. A magnificent golden sword of pure energy forms in Li Bai's grasp. The Waxia elder exclaims, "It's the sword immortal's Dao fruit, manifested as a blade." The prodigy, intrigued, asks the elder, "What exactly is a Dao fruit?" The elder reveals it's the essence of a divine follower's power, like a golden core. He gravely adds, "Once this essence appears, the battle becomes life or death." The prodigy realizes with awe, "The sword immortal, he's betting everything." Yamada scoffs, "Are you insane, summoning your essence so recklessly to amplify your divinity?" He taunts Li Bai from across the arena, "Even if you win, you won't have much time left to live." Li Bai, wielding his golden Dao fruit sword, reflects, "Countless corpses forged my sword Dao. Destroying it today is a shame." A flashback reveals Li Bai standing amidst the carnage of past battles, a testament to his long struggle. Back in the present, Li Bai resolutely faces Yamada, his energy sword blazing. Yamada, with a piercing gaze, questions Li Bai's resolve, "And yet you dare." Li Bai's voice echoes, "My Dao fruit is the unsheathed sword, guardian of 10,000 families and their lights." He gestures towards Yamada, "You people, born with golden spoons in your mouths." Yamada listens with a disdainful smirk as Li Bai concludes, "How could you possibly understand?" Li Bai, with a determined cry, commands, "Sword, come," as spectral blades answer his call. Liu King watches in shock as countless swords fly past him, summoned by Li Bai's power. The golden Dao fruit sword glows brighter, ready to be imbued with immense energy. Surrounded by a storm of blades, Li Bai defiantly roars at Yamada, "Come, face me." Li Bai takes a drink, remarking, "This is the first time I've seen a mortal god act so arrogantly before me." He proudly declares, "How could I bow my head to serve the powerful, sacrificing my joy and pride?" Yamada scoffs, unimpressed by Li Bai's display from across the arena. Liu King stares upwards in terror as Li Bai, now a streak of light, descends for a decisive blow. A grim Liu King realizes, "When this sword falls, maybe I truly will die." Li Bai, a golden comet, plunges downwards, his ultimate attack aimed at Yamada. Yamada Takumi executes a swift shumpo, a flash step across the arena floor. He leaps, narrowly evading the storm of spectral swords hurtling towards him. Yamada, with a determined gaze, mutters, "Looks like it's time to act." He unleashes his power, declaring, "Heaven's might domain," as purple energy erupts. Li Bai stands calmly as Yamada's oppressive purple domain envelops the area. A subtle, knowing smile plays on Li Bai's lips, unfazed by the display. Golden light burst forth, forming a majestic rock as Li Bai recites, "Once the rock catches the wind, it soars 9,000 miles into the sky." Li Bai declares, his sword ready. Li Bai's golden rock energy shatters through Yamada's purple domain. Yamada watches the unfolding power, a smirk appearing as he remarks, "Interesting." Yamada channels immense purple energy, his hand crackling with power. He raises his blade, declaring, "Heavenly cloud sword," as lightning engulfs him. Yamada's eyes gleam with conviction, the divine judgment has come. A devastating wave of purple lightning surges from Yamada towards Li Bai. Li Bai is caught in the maelstrom, struggling against the overwhelming force. The Waxia audience gasps, the sword immortal is undergoing tribulation. Li Bai roars, enduring the relentless assault of Yamada's divine lightning. In a distant chamber, a holographic image of Li Bai flickers, signaling a grim turn. Cheonju executive smirks, "Now, let's discuss dividing Waxia's land." He gestures to a map. Sakura country claims half of Waxia's territory and people. Another Cheonju executive nods in agreement, a sly smile on his face. He elaborates, "Cheonju demands 1/3 of Waxia's land and people after their defeat." A Bangzi executive angrily objects, "Why does Cheonju get the majority? We don't even get half of your share." The Bangzi executive, red-faced, declares, "This is unfair." The towering Cheonju representative calmly strides towards the protesting executive. With a swift backhand, the Cheonju envoy sends the Bangzi executive sprawling. The floored executive looks up in fear as his assailant mockingly asks, "Ha, and why is that?" The Cheonju representative leans in, "Or would you prefer Lord Shiva's glory to spread across Seoul?" Terrified, the Bangzi executive stammers, "We have no objection." Suddenly, a blinding golden slash cuts through the air, a powerful blow landing. Yamada drags his massive blade, sparks flying, as Li Bai stands ready in the distance. Libai, with a steely gaze, grips his own sword unwavering. Yamada's sword emanates a powerful orange aura, his mind and body perfectly unified. Yamada internally acknowledges Libai's peak spiritual state, far surpassing an S rank. He resolves to find a mental weakness in Libai to create an opening for a counterattack. Yamada taunts Libai, "You're burning your essence, soon you'll be defenseless." He offers a final chance, "Join Sakura, become a national treasure, and we'll restore you." Libai considers the offer with a knowing, almost amused expression. "A national treasure, you say?" Yamada confirms with a smug grin, "That's right." Libai, unimpressed, unleashes a swift, glowing sword strike towards Yamada. Yamada grits his teeth, raising his massive blade to defend. Their swords collide in a blinding explosion of golden light. Libai stares intently. "But, in your eyes, I see fear." Yamada counters, "Look, the outcome is about to be decided." A subtle smirk plays on Yamada's lips as he gazes downwards. Libai is enveloped in crackling purple energy, visibly strained. He roars in defiance, "I must tear apart this hateful face." A mysterious white-haired figure observes the battle with a cool demeanor. A Sakura elder notes Libai's resilience but believes he's merely delaying the inevitable. Yamada taunts, "Your god cannot escape Susanoo Mikoto, accept your fate." Libai challenges Yamada, "If gods aren't greedy, why can't they tolerate disrespect?" He continues, questioning their divine radiance and right to hold fates in their hands. A vision of a lightning-ravaged, desolate landscape flashes. Libai stands amidst fallen Waxia soldiers, a giant serpent looming, their suffering vivid in his mind. He fiercely questions why these self-proclaimed gods dare to look down upon free beings. The mysterious white-haired figure, watching the distant battle, declares, "I can't wait any longer." A young Waxia spectator passionately shouts a poem, "Sword Immortal, enjoy life to the fullest." The entire Waxia audience roars the poem, "Never let a golden cup be empty beneath the moon." Libai, engulfed in purple energy, raises his sword and gourd inspired by their words. He reflects, "This poem, it really touched my heart." Libai gazes upwards, feeling a profound connection. "It's like I'm one with it." The mysterious white-haired figure smirks, purple energy crackling around his determined eyes. Libai stands firm, his sword deflecting the arcing purple lightning above him. The Sakura audience gasps in disbelief. He broke free from the heavenly martial god's restraints. The white-haired figure, wreathed in lightning, reveals mankind's faith saved him and empowered his ancient weapon. He glares intensely, proclaiming, "I am meant to protect humanity." The figure, now revealed as Susanoo, challenges Libai, "Come and witness my swordsmanship." Foreign god. A flashback shows Susanoo atop the defeated eight-headed serpent, Orochi, having used the Tatsuka blade. Susanoo's spectral form declares, "Yamada's swordsmanship was born from my hand," as they clash. Susanoo, depicted sailing a small boat on turbulent waters, continues with his sword. Susanoo boasts, "I slay the evil gods of Takamagara."